Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today the conditions are absolutely horrendous for all kinds of fishing. We've now all of a sudden had the temperature drop, absolutely plummet. Went from like 15 degrees 2 days ago to last night being -1, and currently in the day it's about 3 degrees now, and I don't think it's getting much above that. Not only that, but we've also got bright sunshine, which is forecast for the next couple of days, and flat calm. So it couldn't get much worse for fishing. But either way, I'm going to get out anyway. I need to get out on the bank, make some videos. So I'm out today using some baits that I know work, which is the mchybrid baits, and I've also got some beast baits too. So fingers crossed, even though the conditions are really not right for it, hopefully I'm going to put a few fish on the bank. Fingers crossed. I have seen a couple of pike so far. A couple have been quite dormant, but I have seen one chasing fry. So it's a really good sign. So let's crack on with the session. I'm wandering up and down the canal today. I'm going to hit some urban areas, some rural areas, just try and find out where these pike are. Hopefully get a few on the bank. There we go, what a take. Oh, come off, it was a good size too. I don't know if that was captured on camera. Just walking along, bait was just about to come out of the water. It got to about there, just in the end of the retrieve, flew up, nailed it. Yeah, it was a decent size one too. Damn it. Let's keep going. I often get asked about what sort of retrieves you should do when it comes to different types of lure fishing, whether that be pike fishing, perch fishing, and in all fairness, it really does differ, not only with the different types of lures that you're using, but also with the conditions. And I always seem to find that when the conditions are fairly tough, when it is like it is today, bitterly cold, harsh sunlight, these fish aren't really going to be feeding too heavily. They're not going to be shooting around in the surface layers chasing bait fish around. They're more than likely going to be sat a bit lethargic, maybe not moving a huge amount. So for fishing conditions like this, I won't generally be fishing jerk baits or jerking it around a great deal up in the water. In summertime, you'd probably be twitching and jerking this bait, trying to get a reaction off a pike, really aggressive action. Whereas when they get a bit lethargic, I tend to like it a bit more slow rolling. So I fish a bait like this, I'll just do a steady, gentle retrieve. Might speed up or slowing down, depending on how the fish are reacting. At the end of the day, you generally just see how the fish are reacting on the day itself, to be fair. But today, so far, I've found they are liking it at just a steady pace, constant. I've tried jerking it and twitching it and moving it around, and I've not had any action like that. But when I've had it on a complete straight retrieve, that's when the pike have been at it. I think it's because they're not completely fired up. They're obviously liking it at that steady pace, creeping up and then absolutely slamming into it from behind. They're not coming in, darting all over the place, they're just coming up really slowly up behind and just grabbing the back end of the bait. So that's how I'm working these baits today. These mchybrids. Slow rolling, steady pace today. Bit rubbish conditions. The canal's quite shallow anyway as it is. I don't need to fish the deepest part of the bait. If you attach the bait on the top, you can run it deeper, but the canal only runs about 4 foot deep anyway. So I'm running it probably about half depth, probably about 2 foot deep. Perfect mid-range. That's how I've got my action so far today. See if we can find anything else. There we go, I had this beautiful pike. Not a monster, but a really nice fish. It's got a very big chunky head on it and a chunky body. I thought it was going to be bigger than it is. And look at that, absolutely crushed that mchybrid bait. Absolutely demolished it. Don't flip when I'm trying to help you out. There we go. There's that bait. That beautiful looking pike. Did a number on my hand. My hand's bleeding right now. It's a really pretty fish. Absolutely crushed that bait. Absolutely nailed it. Right, let's get arrested, get her back. There we go. Followed it right in. Let it sink to the bottom, twitched it a few times, and nailed it. I'm going to be really careful with this one, because the hooks are exposed. So we'll handline him, we're not messing. It's got a bit of a gash there actually. There we go. Oh, there we go. Nicely unhooked. Beautiful little pike, no monster, but we'll take him. Let's let him go. Yes! Such a killer method. No one ever talks about it. Oh, I lost it. That is, sometimes when you get a follow, they don't always take it. Just keep recasting, dropping it in front of that fish. Obviously you know the fish is hungry, because it followed your bait. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, you just let that bait just twitch on the bottom, just rattle it on the bottom, especially if you're using natural patterns. They'll take it. That fish took it right on the bottom, just picked it up. You don't always get good hook holds because obviously they're just gently picking it up off the bottom, but sometimes it can be the difference between blanking and not. You kidding me? There we go. Hit it once, didn't get hooked up, took it again. Not a monster. I'm not going to net this one. He's hooked a bit weird, it's all wrapped up. Just chin him. He's proper tangled himself up. One up just under his chin, another up just under his chin. He proper slammed it though. He weren't coming off. Don't flip. There we go. Get him untangled. There we go. He's not a monster, but he's a lovely conditioned pike. Really scrapped hard. It's got a bit of a stub tail there, probably a mink or something has had hold of it. Nice fish. See you later, bud. Oh, there he goes. Weather's really changed now. It went from bright sunny, where I got a bit of action, to now horrendous. It's like chucking hour rain, like 30-40 mile an hour winds, and I think I'm going to have to call it quits soon. I've still got another hour or so to go, but I think I might call it quits. There we go. Another tiny one. Yeah. Yeah, nice looking fish though. There you go, buddy. Cheers. There we go, there we go. There's a pike. It's a little guy. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. we go. Only little guy. They're the ones that are staying on today. See ya. He absolutely crushed it though. So the sun has finally come back out, the rain has gone away, and that's brought us to the end of the session. But don't click away just yet. I know everyone likes to just click off the video at this point. Because I've got a little announcement that I'll give you in a second about a future video that's coming up. But I'd like to summarise, I did quite well this session. I managed to put a few fish on the bank. It's a real shame I didn't manage to catch every fish that I hooked into. I probably had 3 fish that were over probably 5 or 6 pound that slammed into the bait, and I just either didn't get hooked up or I only hooked up for a second because I was walking towards a fish. Rule 101 in lure fishing, don't walk towards a bait when you're reeling it in. You never hook them. And then I had 1 pike off camera, which was probably a low double that took my bait, and I missed that one as well. Never mind, I fished 2 different sections today, and I managed to put a few fish on the bank, and I've really enjoyed myself. Now, I just need to give a quick mention now, it's a little bit of a spoiler. There'll be a video coming up, it might be the video after this one. It will be, beginning of December, I catch a new PB, and it's a really, really nice fish, and it makes for a really, really nice video too. So I hope you look forward to that. If you want to check out those lures that I've used today, as well as a rod and reel setup I've used, I'll leave it down in the description below, and I'll catch you guys later.